Welcome to MAP. My name's Ronnie Hayes, and today we're going to talk about the death mystery cliffhanger in The Walking Dead Season 6 finale. Man, that's a big-ass title. Let me just start off by saying that this is not a spoiler video. There is something I want to bring up, but I want to be extra cautious. And if we do get this conversation rolling, because it's in the season finale, and it's it's likely that some people are going to hit us up with some spoilers. Let me be clear: we don't do spoilers here. We know you can just go to the spoiling sites. Fans of The Walking Dead, we all know where to go and get spoilers. We know. If we wanted that, we would do it. It's fun for us to do predictions. All right, let's move right into this topic now that that is cleared up. All right, so the fan idea or theory right now is, and this is not one that I came up with. This is one that I would say 50 people, 50 people private messaged me and hit me up in the comment section and said, hey, what do you think if this happens? Now, I think I have a theory why 50 people hit me up, because this usually happens when something is leaked. So this is where I'm going to talk about something that a person messaged me. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers, and it has to do with filming, and it's not very spoilery, but there is a potential for it to be very spoilery. If you're a comic book fan, you're not going to be spoiled. But I want to put this out there, be extra cautious. I'm going to put spoiler on the thing, pause it, mute it for 10 seconds. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. A couple people messaged me and talked about a leaked of Negan on the filming set during the bat scene or whatever. Now, they said that, and here's the thing, if you guys got information like that, don't send it to me. A lot of people are like, oh, I know you don't like spoilers, but you're gonna want to see this. No, if you think that, that's usually something I absolutely do not want to see. The big juicy spoilers are the ones that I avoid the most. But people did tell me that it's hard to see the video. There is video of Negan, I guess. They said it was an awkward angle. It looked like it was recorded off like 2 screens or some shit like that. But it looked like it was the point of view of the person getting beat. And that is why I believe a lot of people came to me, like 50 in the matter of 3 days, and messaged me this fan theory. I want to just say, yeah, that is why I think so. So many people came and talked about that idea to me in private messages. So I think that's why a lot of fans are coming up with this theory, and that's why it's got so much momentum going forward. So the fan theory is that come end of season 6, in the very last episode, it'll build up, for those who are not familiar with the comic book, it will build up to where we have an altercation, or maybe a couple altercations with the group called the Saviors, and we find a new community called the Hilltop. Stuff from the comic book. I'm not going to go any more spoilery than that. Afterwards, Rick pisses off the leader of these Saviors, which is Negan, and Negan and his group will, this is from the comic though, so they corner them on a road, and they get them to all kneel down, and then Negan picks somebody to kill. So the fan theory would be that it would be filmed in a way where he does the inny mini miny mo, and he does his dialogue, but at that point in time when he picks the individual to get killed, we don't see who he picks. It then moves to a point of view shot, which will be extremely difficult to keep this hidden, because if everyone's sitting in a line, and let's say Rick's here, and then Daryl's here, and then they do pick Glenn, if Glenn is sitting there and it's a point of view shot, if we see either character from point of view, it will eliminate the mystery. So it's very difficult to get that unless you just aim it right on Negan. And the idea will go when he, Negan will come up to the camera. I guess it'll be the point of view, so we'll see Negan strike the person. They'll most likely fall down, or maybe the camera goes to the ground, and you see concrete or dirt or grass wherever it's happening. And then when the camera would come up, in the comics, when that happens after the first strike, Negan is like, oh, that's gross, your eyeball's sticking out. And then I guess with the final crack of the bat, that's when it goes black, and that's the end of the episode. Now, I did hear a lot of people be like, oh, fuck no, that would be some bullshit, da-da-da-da-da-da. That would be, and I heard cheap come out a lot. That would be so cheap of a cliffhanger, whoop-de-whoop. And I started thinking, well, would that be a good cliffhanger? Probably be memorable as shit. Now, is it cheap? Well, I don't think so, because other than the fact that we don't find out until the next season, as long as they played it out where, in the very end we got the point of view shot where, it happens and then it goes black, I think that is probably very risky, but it might pay off very well, because that would just be explosive, especially if you set it up like maybe Daryl's the one that gets it. So then when we come back for season 7, which this is why I don't consider it cheap, because we're getting a season 7. You know what I'm saying? We are going to get it eventually. I'm a little more patient when it comes to the show than some fans are, because we're getting it, so I don't care. Like, people who were flipping out about the Morgan episode, they're like, no, I want to know what happens with Glenn, fuck Morgan. And I'm like, you know what? We're getting all of season 6, so we'll get there eventually. Let's see Morgan. Who cares, So I'm a little more patient when it comes to that. But so let's say season 7 comes back, and then from there on we get a wider angle of the Inny Mini Miny Mo, and we actually get to see it play out, and we get to see who he picks. Now this is only one way they could do it, and then we get to see the entire scene in graphic detail play out now in season 7 in the intro. This way they get an explosive ending cliffhanger and a mystery yet, and then they get an intro to season 7 that is just like the very first few shots. It's just somebody getting their head bashed in. Or the second way they could do it for season 7 is they pick up right where they left off, where we don't know who it is, but season 7 opens up with Negan walking away saying toodaloo or whatever he says, and the body's on the ground of his victim, and then we see who it is. That one I don't like as much. I want to see the beating. As graphic and disturbing as that would be, I want to see it, because that's part of what makes it so disturbing, because if Rick and the characters have to sit there and watch it, we should also, as fans, because we're in that world with them. So I do want to, I'm going to cut this off. I do want to hear your thoughts and opinions about this topic specifically. Do you guys like it? Do you hate it? Do you only hate it because you're like, fuck, they make us wait, but in reality, if you saw, the episodes back to back, it wouldn't be a big deal? Is it just to break that whatever, or are you just like, no way in hell, I will not tolerate this shit? Me personally, I tend to say I don't like the gimmicky cliffhangers too much, but this caught me by surprise, because I looked at how they can end the season in this beating scene a number of times, and I didn't think about doing a mysterious death at that point in time. And at the first time or someone told me about it, I was like, that's actually kind of clever. It's disturbing, and it's messed up for the fans, but that is actually kind of clever. Now, I'm not really confident they are going to do this ending, but there is a chance. So, thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. Please, please, please use spoiler tags. For the comic book, just put spoilers and then space or two, and then go ahead and talk. But have at it with your opinions. Tell me what you think. And again, this is not my theory. This is based off some rumors and speculation going around on the internet. And keep in mind, I couldn't confirm them because I'm not about to go look at the spoilers, or filming shit from the set. But AMC, get a handle on that bullshit. Thoughts and opinions in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.
Subscribe now.